Hey, what is up guys? How are you doing today? Today we are doing an Apex Legends guide so that you can pick the best legend for you, and at the end of the video we will decide the best legend to run altogether, obviously in my opinion. So let's get straight into the video. Alrighty guys, so we're doing paid characters first. So first off, we're starting off with Mirage. He is known as a holographic trickster. His passive skill is Encore, where he automatically drops a decoy, like another person, and cloak for 5 seconds when knocked down. His active skill is Side Gout, where he sends out holographic decoy to confuse the enemy. Again, throwing out like another person that looks like an enemy to your enemy. Ultimate is Vanishing Act. Mirage deploys a team of decoys to distract enemies while he cloaks, where he puts out a bunch of people that look like enemies so they shoot them, they're not shooting you, and he's cloaking away, getting away from the situation. Now, while this guy sounds really good, he actually is not useful for people other than passive players. If you are an aggressive player trying to get those high kill games and wins, do not buy this guy. Okay, it is not worth your money to buy. However, if you are a passive player and you just want to play for wins and you really don't care about how many kills you get, definitely buy this skin, pick it up, it's really good. However, it's two different play styles. Now, I do not have any gameplay for this since the game is extremely new, like it literally just came out for console today. I do not have any gameplay at the moment, but in future videos I will have gameplay of the Mirage, and I will show every character and what happens to them in game. Alright, so next up on the pay list is Caustic. His role is a toxic trapper, and honestly guys, this is the best one you can buy if you are on a aggressive playstyle. If you play really aggressive, you want those high kill games, buy this, it is definitely worth your money. His role is Toxic Trapper, which definitely fits him because his passive skill is Nox Vision, where he gains threat vision on enemies moving through his gas, which means if you put this net skill out, Nox Gas Trap, you can place up to 6 canisters that release deadly Nox when shot or triggered by enemies. Alright, that is absolutely amazing, especially if you do the passive skill after you do your active skill. You can see them going through your gas and you can see every little thing that they do. The ultimate is the Nox Gas Grenade, blanket a large area in Nox Gas. Now, imagine that. You get to block an entire area in Nox Gas, and you get to see them through it so you can shoot them while you're doing it. That is absolutely amazing. Definitely going to be on the top tier ones for one of the best. However, we're going to see which one is the best in the end of this video. Alright, so next up guys, which you fortunately do not have to buy, is the Bangalore. Her role is a professional soldier and her passive skill is Double Time, which means taking fire while sprinting makes you move faster for a brief time, which is mostly just a gameplay in the moment type situation. I do not really like that, in my opinion. I do not think it's going to be part of the best top tier categories that we're going to discuss at the end. However, her active skill is Smoke Launcher, which fires a high velocity smoke canister that explodes into a smoke wall on impact, which just does a huge amount of smoke, which doesn't really have any use to it other than keeping enemies from seeing you or you seeing them, which I've never seen a use for smoke grenades. Even in Call of Duty, early Fortnite, never really saw a use for them. Her ultimate is Rolling Thunder, where she calls in an artillery strike that slowly creeps across the landscape. Now, this might make it one of the best because its ultimate is absolutely amazing. Imagine an artillery strike that slowly creeps across the landscape, that comes down, kills everyone. It literally is absolutely amazing. If you get hit by this thing, you're dead. I have experience. Now, I don't know if it's going to be one of the best. Maybe, maybe not. Its passive skill and active skill are okay, but its ultimate is really high up there. So, we'll see. Alright guys, next up we have the Pathfinder, and its role is a forward scout. Its passive skill is Insider Knowledge, where he scans a survey beacon to reveal a Reen's next location, otherwise known as the circle, gas, whatever you want to call it. it just shows where it's going to be next, so you can position yourself in a better position, high ground, wherever you need to be for the next circle. This isn't really good for an aggressive player like myself. However, if you are a passive player and you want to get to that best position as quick as possible, get this, run this. It is absolutely amazing for that type of player, but for an aggressive player, it's not really the type for you. So its active skill is grappling hook, grapple to get out of reach places quickly. So again, you can get to another place quickly, but it's only going to be you, and only you are going to be getting out of the situation that you need to be get out of. So that's what grappling hook is mainly used for, at least what I would guess it's mainly used for. So yeah, its ultimate is a zipline gun, which is absolutely amazing. Honestly, creates a zipline for everyone to use. One of your people in this team should be this guy, honestly, because it creates a zipline anywhere you are for anyone to use. So let's say you're in a really bad position and it's like final circle, people are pushing you. You can create a zip line and then zip line out of that position to a better position, let's say high ground, somewhere that you can shoot the enemy, get an angle on them without them being able to shoot you as easily. And you can grapple or zip line, on there, and everyone can be there, and it's just a real great time for you. GG. All right. So if one of your people in your team is running that, as well as a aggressive playstyle type character and a passive aggressive character, we will go over that at the end, but I think that is going to be one of the ones in the finals, just so you know. Just an insider. Alright guys, guess what? Next up we have the combat medic, otherwise known as the lifeline. The lifeline, its passive skill is combat medic. What it does, it revive knockdown teammates faster while protected by a shield wall, and healing items are used 25% faster, which is really nice if you're trying to revive a teammate in a very bad situation. That is very nice to have there. So you can be completely protected by a shield, and you do it, I think it was a quarter of the way faster. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, a lot faster. The active skill is a DOC heal drone, where the drone, you deploy it and it heals anyone that's near it over time. So that's a really nice thing to have in case you are in, again, a bad situation where you need to be healed and you don't have any medkit, shield, or anything like that. And then its ultimate is care package, where she calls in a drop full of high quality defensive gear, as in like medkit, shield, anything like that comes in handy. This would be a great medic type thing, but for an actual playing perspective, this isn't really that good. But it definitely is something to have on your 3-person team. Alright guys, now we are into the tanks, the big guns, the Gibraltar. Otherwise, you would think of it as like a tank if you're thinking Overwatch. Its role is a shielded fortress, which plays perfectly into what it actually does. Its passive skill is gun shield, where aiming down sights deploys a gun shield that blocks incoming fire. When you're aiming down sights, it literally pulls up a shield that nobody can hit you from the front, but you can still shoot them. That is OP, man. Definitely rock this if you aren't already. Its active skill is Dome of Protection, where it throws down a dome shield that blocks attacks for 15 seconds, which is already amazing. This is already looking amazing. Like, come on. Dome shield blocks attacks for 15 seconds. You can have that time to heal up or do anything you need. Reposition, like, not reposition, but rethink everything, you know. Do all that. So its ultimate is Defensive Bombardment. However you say that word, bombardment. Yeah, that's right. Call in a concentrated motor strike on a position you mark with smoke. That is crazy, guys. You can call in any strike anywhere that you want. That's great. Like, come on. Motor strike anywhere that you want. That's great. Definitely going to be in the finals. We'll see where this heads. Alright, guys. Next up, we have Wraith, which is, I don't know what to describe her as. I've used her a little bit. She's not the best, but she may be, you know. I'm just trying to gauge her interest right here, but anyway, her role is interdimensional skirmisher, and her passive skill is Voices from the Void, where you hear voices when danger approaches. which means like you just hear things. It's kind of like awareness, but you don't actually hear the footsteps. You just hear like things, random things. I don't even know how to explain them. But her active skill is Into the Void, where she repositions quickly through safety of the void space, avoiding all damage. Where she literally almost teleports, flies away, without taking any damage at all. Alright, that is really good. That is really good. Her ultimate is Dimensional Rift, where she links 2 locations with portals for 60 seconds. Alrighty guys, now we're on to the next and final legend of the list, Bloodhound. Its role is a technological tracker, and its passive skill is Tracker, where foes leave behind clues for you to find, which means it leaves behind, not gonna spoil it, but clues for you to find where people are. You know, you'll be able to find them, look at it yourself, play with it yourself. These clues, honestly amazing. You can find where people are going. It's great. So its active skill is Eye of the Allfather. Briefly reveal enemies, traps, and clues through all structures in front of you. That is great. Come on, guys. You get to see any enemies that are in front of you briefly. Like, think of that. Like, you're in a bad situation. There's people all around you. You need to know where they are. You pull up that active skill and you see everywhere. You see the traps, clues, you see the enemies everywhere. Alright? And its ultimate is Beast of the Hunt, where you transform into the ultimate hunter. It enhances your senses, allowing you to see cold tracks and move faster. So guys, I don't think that one's going to be in the final, but right now, we're going to go into the finals, and we're going to see which one of these is the best all around. And then we're going to see which one is the best for the passive players, for the aggressive players, and the passive-aggressive players. Stay tuned. Alright guys, it has all come down to this moment, this final moment. What is the best, the absolute best one legend that you can possibly get? And honestly, for the price point, free, I'm going to say Gibraltar is absolutely 100% the best legend you can possibly get in this game. It is absolutely amazing. Go back and see if you want to see the things. I'll read them off to you. The gun shield, the dome of protection, the defensive bombardment. It's all just absolutely amazing. If you want to be the tank in your squad, make sure to run this. You'll be absolutely amazed on how good it is. I promise you. And for passive players, the best is Pathfinder. It goes Insider Knowledge, Grappling Hook, and Zipline Gun. Definitely the best for passive players. 100%. So, the next up for passive aggressive players. This one was a little bit of a toss-up between Bloodhound and Lifeline. Or it was also a toss-up between, like, Bangalore as well as Mirage and Caustic. Like, it was all horrible. So, passive-aggressive player, the best. It's going to cost you a little bit of money, but 100% Caustic is the best passive-aggressive player thing to get. So, gonna cost you a little bit of money, but it's definitely 100% the best for that. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment what I can do better in future videos, what I can do to improve, you know, everything. Every little thing helps, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate it so much you come and watch. Spend your time watching this video with me. And I hope you learned something. If you did learn something, tell me what you learned in the comments below. Tell me what helped you. Give me feedback, guys. I love criticism. But, yeah, guys, that's about it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace out.